Hey guys, how's it going? I'm hopping on at night. So this is definitely a word for someone, for multiple people, because I honestly don't even do prophetic words at night. I don't go live at night. Like, this is not my norm. But I know that the Lord used me for this prophetic word to help other people, multiple people. There's a lot of people this word could be for, different stages, different places in their life. But I just had the craziest moment, and this prophetic word is basically talking about that. Like right now, I've been working on a lot of things. I'm wrapping up a lot of projects because I have to get some work done on my teeth next week. So I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done this week. And so the Lord has really been pushing me and pressing me to finish before this happens, because I don't know what to expect. And so I'm just going to let a few more people come in, because I know it's for a lot of people. I know that it's for people who are in a place where they need to make a decision. People who are, Lord uses me to speak to people who are building and working on projects and different things for him right now. So it's for them as well. It's for a lot of people. And I scribbled something down, but quite honestly, I'm just going to wing it because I feel like that's what he wants me to do. So we'll start there. And like I said, it's been me just really trying to piece things together. And for him, it's like he needs people to finish. He needs people to get the work done. And there's a lot of people who are working on things, but there's some things that you need to finish. There's some things that you need to tie up the loose ends. You've done the big work, but you haven't finished the small things, the small details, or you haven't done the things that he's been telling you to do. He's been telling you to leave this relationship. He's been telling you to start the challenge. He's been telling you to budget your money, your finances, get these things in order. But are you really doing it? And so for me, I'm obedient. I do what I'm supposed to do. But in this one situation that just happened to me right now, the Lord told me a while ago to do this a certain way. He told me to do it a certain way months ago. And again, I am obedient. I follow what he tells me to do. But when I started to do it, I said to myself, oh, this looks nice. This looks better. This looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. Wrong. So I spent all day. Working on this, putting things together, because I knew he told me to do it, but I wasn't doing it the way that he told me to do it. So I'm working on it, putting it together, oh, this looks great. This looks great. Then I get to a point where I need to actually implement it and make sure that it works behind the scenes. It's one of a project that he has me working on. And so because I didn't listen to what he told me to do initially, at the end of the day, I messed up and I couldn't figure it out. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm getting so mad. Like, I sat there 3 hours trying to figure this out. I was just sitting there waiting, like, Lord, I don't really know. And I think I didn't call on him yet, because in my head, it was like, I want to do it this way. It looks good. And sometimes we do that, and I feel like this is for someone. Sometimes we say, this relationship looks good, this person looks good, this job looks good, this whatever looks good, and we decide that that's the way that we want to do it. Like, we say we want to do it this way, or that's where we get ourselves into trouble. So as I'm sitting there for all of this time, trying to do something the way that he did not tell me to do it, I was setting myself back. I was pushing myself back. I was delaying myself, and this is for someone. Like, someone is going to watch this. I don't know. I'm going to put this on my YouTube as well. But someone is delaying themselves. And again, he used me as a guinea pig to get this to whoever needs to hear it. You want to do things your way. You want to stay in the relationship because you feel like you need to stay in it. You want to, whatever it is that he's telling you that you need to do or go another route, you're staying stuck in that one place. You're staying stuck in that situation. You don't move from it. And then you question, why is it going this way? And again, this is him using this situation for me, but it could be for other people in different situations. So we stay stuck in that situation. We stay stuck in that place. Oh, Lord, you're not moving in my life. You're not doing what I'm supposed to do. But yet it's on us to get ourselves out of that situation. So in that moment, I'm not calling on him because this is what I wanted. I wanted to put it on this site. I wanted it to look this certain way. And then I get to a point where I said, I'm about to give up. I'm tired of this. Like, I've been sitting here for 3 hours. Nothing is changing. And we get to that point as well where we may stop praying because we don't see our prayers being answered. We stop going to God because nothing is happening in our life. We stop coming to him. We stop going to church. We stop watching the script, like reading the Bible. We stop praying and listening to worship music, because we don't see results, because it's not happening the way that we want it to happen, because it's not happening as soon as we want it to happen. That's the key right there. As soon as we want it to happen. It wasn't happening as soon as I wanted it to happen. I wanted to get it done. I was tired of sitting there. I was tired of sitting in that place and in that position. And that's where some people are right now, where they're hearing God say, this is going to happen. Or he's hearing people prophesy over their life. And they're saying, this will happen in your life. I'm going to give you this new house. I'm going to give you this new job. I'm going to give you this new spouse. I'm going to give you this, whatever you are expecting of him. But then we get frustrated and we want to give up because we don't see it at the time that we need to see it. But then are we really working on the things that we need to do in the time to be able to receive it? You know, had I did it the way God told me to do it initially, I wouldn't have sat there 3 hours trying to figure it out, because I would have did it the way that he told me to do it months ago. But because I liked the way it looked, the way that I wanted to do it, I set myself back. I had to stay there longer. I had to keep myself in that position longer than I probably needed to. And I'm going to say this. I cried out and I said, Lord, because before I found the Lord, I had a really bad temper, really stank attitude, and a bad temper. So my temper is flaring up. I'm getting upset in that moment. I'm so mad. Like, Lord, it's taking me forever to do this. I'm about to give up. I'm tired of sitting here. I'm hungry. You have me sitting here all this time, and I'm trying to do this for you, but nothing is happening, and I can't figure it out. The minute I was about to give up and just get up and leave it alone and say, Lord, I'm tired of doing this. I don't want to do it anymore. I called on him and I said, Lord, I need you to help me. Like, I need your help. Because again, I wasn't doing it the way he told me to do it. I was doing the way that I wanted to do it. The minute I said, Lord, can you help me? He reminded me of where I needed to go to do it the way that he told me to do it. He reminded me of the steps. He reminded me of every single thing that I already knew. And it was done in 15 minutes. I sat there 3 hours for something that, had I called on the Lord to help me, I would have had it done in 15 minutes. So I say this to say that he used this to explain to us what we do, how we want to do it our way, and we get stuck in our way, and we don't call on him. We don't come to him in prayer. We don't come to him worshiping. We don't come to him to say, Lord, I need your help. I'm having this issue in my life. And I need your help. I need your guidance. I need your provision. I need you to come in and help me out, because that's what I had to do. And I didn't do that. And I just kept going my way, my route of what I wanted to do. And I think that that is for someone who's on right now. I see like a stop sign right now. So I'm going to stop right here. Someone is doing it. They keep doing it. They keep doing the way that they want to do it. They keep doing it. But then they question and say, why is it not happening, Lord? Or they stop praying, or you stop praying. I hear stop praying. You stop praying, but then you wonder why things are not going the way that you expected them to go. And so, you know, he really used this for me, because it's very rare for me to not listen. Like I said, God really moves in my life. I'm always obedient. Like, it's very rare for me not to listen. So it is a big moment if I am not obedient. And I wouldn't say I wasn't obedient in this moment, but it was because I wanted it to look a certain way. And I didn't want to use what he told me to use. And so, you know, in that moment, when I called on him, when I invited him into that situation, when I told him, Lord, I need your help. I need your help. Like, I can't figure this out. I don't know the answer. If I sit here one more minute, I'm going to flip this computer and I'm going to give up. Like, that's how I felt. And it was like, he started speaking to me in my emotion, the way that I felt. He's like, this is how my people feel. This is how my women feel. This is how people are feeling right now. They are waiting and expecting these things to happen, but they don't see it. They are waiting and wanting me to do it, but they are not inviting me in. They are not asking me for help. They are not asking me to come here. They are not asking me to come and provide or whatever they need. And I was like, wow, Lord, like this, I see that. Like, that's why I'm on right now, because for me, it's not the norm for me to hop on at night and do a live. Like, no, it's not me. But I know in that moment when he used this example of what I was doing to tell me what was happening to people, like, this is where people are and this is what people are feeling right now. And I know for me, it's been a year, the things that's happening. And again, we see God, like, it with me. He moves in my life and things happen. But then he's like, some people are not crying out, are not coming to me, are not calling out. Like, I need you to remind them. I need you to remind them to invite me in. I need you to remind them, using this story, to say, Lord, my bills are backed up and I don't know how to pay this. invite him into that situation, because he's not going to just barge in and just do it. He needs us to invite him into the situation so that he can come and help. Because as soon as I invited him in, it was done. Like, literally, it was done. And so I really think that some people are at a place where he's saying, don't give up. Keep going. Like, the provision is there. You just need to hold on. And maybe it was a test for me to say, I just need to see if she will do it. I just want to test her and see. Because at the end of the day, I have my own way of doing it. I wanted to do it my way. And I feel very strongly that it's someone who is wanting to change in their life, but he's telling you to leave. I just keep hearing a relationship. He's telling you to leave a relationship, and you don't want to leave. You want to do it your way. You want to stay with that relationship. And then you expect him to come in and do whatever, this miraculous sign and wonder in your life, but yet you're being disobedient in what he's telling you to do, as we saw with me. I knew it. I knew that I was supposed to use this other platform for what he wanted me to do. He told me a long time ago, but I wasn't obedient. And I had to sit there and suffer because of it. I could have got something to eat and had so much more time, but I wasted so much time, and that's what we do. So whoever this is for, if you know he told you to leave it alone. If you are wanting to see God move in your life and you're expecting him to move in your life and you're just sitting there waiting in limbo and not really knowing, this is a sign. This is a confirmation. This is exactly what you need. For my people who are on YouTube, because I'm going to put this on my YouTube. I know it's for someone over there too. But this is that confirmation to say that he is waiting. He's wanting us to finish strong. If it's finishing strong and he told you to leave, finish strong and keep walking it out. Keep doing it. If he told you to start a business, if you're someone like me where he told you to build something, finish strong and don't give up. I'm someone who's a visionary person, a big thinker. I like big ideas and I like to do that, but I don't like small parts. I don't like uploading stuff. I don't like the little things, and he knows that. So sometimes my projects are not 100% done because I don't wrap everything up, because I'm a visionary. And I feel like that's someone else. Like, you have to walk it out. You have to finish that process. You have to finish what he told you to do. You have to finish every single piece. And that's something I'm learning myself, because it's like for me, I can do a challenge. I can bring people together. I can prophesy. I can do words of knowledge, words of wisdom. But the minute he tells me, okay, now go wrap up go upload all of those videos. And it's like, now that's a job. Like, that's it for me. That's something that I need to work on. So it may be something for you. You may read your Bible. You may listen to worship music. But do you still smoke? Do you still drink? Do you still... whatever these habits, like some of those habits that we have that we're not supposed to have, like, are you still doing those little things that he's telling you to let go of or wrap up or finish? Little things like that, they make a big difference. They really make a big difference. And I feel like this just was like mind-blowing to me, because it's been a while since I felt as if I was stuck in something or, stuck in that moment. But I know a lot of people feel like they are just stuck, and he uses me to help people get unstuck. So for me to be where I'm helping people get out of was like, oh, now I see it. I'm seeing it from a different point of view. And, and that's why he's sending me right now to say, like, this is where people are. I need you to help them move over it. I need you to help them know that this is about finishing strong. This is about tying up loose ends. This is about letting things go. This is about severing the ties. This is about releasing yourself. This is about letting go unforgiveness. This is about all of those things that hold us back, that keep us bound, that keep us from moving forward, And again, it may be different for me, but at the end of the day, I know that what took that through, I would have been done in 15 minutes. And I'm like, man, like, seriously, like, I could have been done. And so that really just made me upset in that moment, because it's like, ugh. And I know a lot of people feel that way, where it's like, I wasted so much time. I wasted this time. I could have been here had I not wasted time. And I don't want anyone to feel like that. If this is a confirmation and this is what you need in this moment, then I'm hoping that this helps, because I don't want anyone to feel stuck or like they're stuck in a moment, stuck in a position. This is about finishing strong. And this is about being in position. This is about receiving everything that he has for you. But sometimes there's little steps, there's little things that we don't think of that we need to do. And for me, in that moment, that was something that I need to do. This entire project that I worked on was an important step, that it was something that I didn't want to do, but I had to do. And so while I was there, I started to pray, and he showed me a vision of an eagle, which symbolizes swiftness. So going into what he's saying right now, the eagle symbolizes swiftness and the quality of moving at a high speed. He kept saying high speed, swiftly, quickly, fast. And so he led me to Joel 2:26, and then he told me to read the Message Bible, which is the swiftness of God's provision. And it says, I'll make up for the years of the locust, the great locust devastation, that great locust invasion I sent your way. You'll eat your fill of good food. You'll be full of praises to your God, the God who has set you back on your heels in wonder. Never again will my people be despised. You'll know without question that I'm in the thick of life with Israel, that I'm your God. Yes, your God, the one and only real God. Never again will my people be despised. So what he's saying, like, my mind was blown because he was showing me how fast, how quick, how swift, how easy it is for him to just come in and reverse it. Like, I am so on fire right now because he showed me and he told me, like, people may feel stuck. People may feel upset. People may feel like they can't go on, that they want to give up, that this is just it and they want to stop. But the moment I said, I am about to give up on this project, he came through. Maybe he reminded me to call on him. I don't know. But the minute, and I'm telling you guys, like, I was like, man, I'm about to give up on this. I don't really care. He came through. And that was the swiftness of God's provision. He came through and he helped me. It was so fast. It was like I was literally sitting there stuck. And it was just like a thought like, oh, go here. Oh, and do this and do that. And it just all came together. I'm telling you, like, and he kept telling me, that's how fast I can do it. That's how quick I can do it. That's how quick I can change things. That's how swift I can make things happen. And for me, it was in that moment, I was starving. I had been there for hours. I had created it. I created it. I made it. I was trying to upload it. My emails what the issue was that my emails weren't being sent to the person who needed it to be sent to. But he told me, no, that's not what I told you to do. And he highlighted how quick it can change, how fast it can change. And so whoever this is for, where you're feeling like I'm stuck, this is where I am, this is where I'm going to be. And I just saw Joyce like that. Whatever it is, Joyce, I feel like it's for you too. I know he speaks to you through me a lot, but it's really about getting it done, finishing it, wrapping it up, putting a bow on it. And I feel like even for you, Joyce, like even with your challenge, I'm still live, Joyce, even with your challenge, it's like, I know he speaks to me about that challenge for you, because that may be that one little part, that one little bow, like to get that challenge started, to get it to the same way that I didn't put my bow on it. That challenge is the thing that you probably just need to put the bow on it and seal it. So it was swift. It was quick. Because that was the biggest part of it. And he led me there. I'm trying to see. I just scribbled something down because it literally just happened. And he told me to go live. Because, as know, I made the Facebook post this morning that said, God is saying finish strong. He gave me a prophetic word, but I literally sat down here and he told me to scratch it. Don't even say what I told you before. Like he told me to scratch the first prophetic word that I had and told me to, like, you guys can probably see how scribbled this is. Like, it's just, sometimes he'll have me go on the spot like this. So this is just off the top of my head. So I don't even have this like planned like I usually do. But yeah, my Facebook status was, I heard the Lord say, finish strong. Finish what you started. It's time. So it is time to finish strong. It is time to wrap those things up. It is time to let go. It is time to move forward. It is time to walk into your purpose. It's time to do whatever it is that you need to do. Because at the end of the day, we know that relationships are not good for us. We know that God may have told us to do this. We know these things. We feel it. We may have conviction. We know it. So this is a point where you have to say, I am going to move forward. I'm going to let this go. I am going to move forward in what he's been telling me. This is that time. And it's really about end of the year, wrapping things up, getting where he needs you to be, being in position. I always talk about being in position. But again, for me, I don't post a lot of prophetic words like other people. I may come on once a week, twice, every other week or so. But it's really to come in and give people a joke, to let people know what he's saying. And so right now, what I started to work on it was that I've been doing that 10-day Daniel fast with the women, with the 80 women. And he's like, you're not going to be able to reach every single person. You need to make something that other people can use, that people can come back and use. And I'm like, okay, well, I can do that, but I like working with people. Probably didn't want to create it, but whatever. But he's like, no, I need you to create this. And I would go back and forth. Like, again, I'm obedient, but I don't like little details. So I had to create it. I had to do something that I didn't want to do. I had to really sit down and use my time to create it. And so now I was able to get it done. I was able to wrap things up for the women who may not be able to join or want to do a fast. All of that is done. So I can breathe a little bit because I did it and I finished it. And it's something that I didn't want to do, but I actually got it done. And so whoever it is who's watching this or will watch this, whether he told you to start a mentorship, a ministry, a business, to help someone, whatever it is, like, this is the point to do it. Like, I felt the sense of urgency to get this done. And I took off work this week. I took off this entire week to get it done. That's how much of an urgent feeling I had to get it done. Like, I had to get it done. I had like a deadline. Last week he put me in training on like social media and everything. Like, it was urgent and I could feel it. So Kendra, if you're saying like letting go, I feel there's a bit of urgency on that, to make sure that you are in position on where he wants you to be when the season shifts. Like, sometimes he shifts and there's a season, like, it changes. Sometimes we have to be where we need to be. It's like if you wanted to catch a bus, but you weren't at the bus stop, are you going to catch that bus? Like, you missed the bus. So sometimes it's like we want to, like how it took me 3 hours, like, to sit there. If I stayed in that position, if I didn't get up and say, Lord, help me, I need some help. If I would have stayed there, I wouldn't be on live right now giving you guys this prophetic word, because I still would have been stuck where I was. But the moment I said, Lord, I need your help, the moment I decided to shift and do things a different way, he came through and he provided. So Kendra, if it's letting go, it's probably time to let that go, because it was swift, it was quick, it was just like that when he came through for me. So I'm going to go back and see, again, I've been going crazy this week trying to get things done, but I knew that I needed to finish it. And yeah, so I can breathe a little bit, because we have the vision board. We have the vision board party where I'm helping women with vision. We have the Daniel fast coming up. I'm working on a new workbook for building your relationship with God, because that's my main thing. Like, everything that I do ties back into building your relationship with God. God uses me to get you to him. Like, that's my main thing. Everything else is secondary. My main goal is to get women to him. And so when I come on with a video like this, what are you doing to take you away from him? What are you doing in your life that distracts you from him? Those little things are the things that he needs us to, shift from. I still feel a little stuck. Oh, so that must be the letting go part. And I guarantee you, I was stuck, Kendra, when I felt stuck, and I'm like, what is it? And I'm pretty techie. I've always been good with IT and information technology and stuff, so I'm techie. And I'm like, why can't I figure this out? Why am I stuck? But it was really about releasing and letting go and just letting him come in and help me. And that could be your thing, Kendra, is where you're holding on and you don't want to let go, and he can't come in and help you out the way that he wants to help you, or you need him to help you, because you're holding on to it and you won't let it go. When I let go of my control of wanting to do it that certain way, that's when he came in and helped me. So I hope that helped, Kendra. I'm a true believer that we have to continue to trust God when we are in a different time. Oh yeah, and that's the thing, like, when I let go, when I trusted him, like, it was just quick. I knew it. It was right there, and he helped me out. So, trust is key. When it comes to our relationship with God, I send pictures of a trust fall to a lot of women. Like, sometimes the Lord will give me, like, words of knowledge, words of wisdom, show me, like, oh, I see you in this. Like, the other day I met with a woman, and everything looked good. Like, I did a prophetic consultation with her, because I do prophetic consultations. And everything looked good. I said, I don't see anything. And then the Lord showed me a vision of her on a street. The sun was there, meaning that he was there. But then a car came, and the car came from the opposite direction. She got in the car, she drove back, and train tracks came down and blocked her. And she was just stuck because she went backwards in what God told her to do. She was on her way to the promised land, whatever it is that he wanted to take her. but she went backwards. And so he will use people like he'll use me to come and help people redirect and say, no, keep going this way. So it's about trusting him. You know, had she said, oh, I'm going back, it was a relationship that she needed to let go of. I'm going back into this relationship. He clearly showed me the train tracks down. He clearly showed me that she was stuck. She was stuck at these train tracks, and that's where she would have kept herself. So this is an example of trusting him. This is an example of moving forward. This is an example of ways that he will use visions to help me get women where they need to be. And so then from there, they like that person knows like, okay, this will be the consequences of me going against what the Lord has already shown me. If he's already shown you, if you have a prophetic word telling you don't go back to this and you go back, then you know better. You know it, you knew it, you made that decision. So, you know, whoever that is for, because that's not this, I don't even know what that is, but whoever that is for, it's like, you know better. Why are you going back to what you know he's calling you out of? If this relationship is not bringing you closer to him, why are you staying in it? I feel like a lot of women watch me, even on YouTube. I feel like and I'm so, you know, it's not even a sorry, because at this point, I know how important it is. And I came on this video talking about relationships. I feel like a lot of people are not moving forward because of the relationships. They want to hold on to these people. They want to hold on, and they don't want to be alone, and they don't want to go through that season of isolation. But if you don't know who you really are, how are you going to be in a relationship with someone? If you stay with someone just to say that you have someone, you are not, like, you're not prepared or ready. Like we get stuck in wanting to be with someone. But I feel like it's a lot of women who are stuck in those relationships. I've been doing consultations with women. So many women who are just stuck in relationships that they have to let go of. And they're chasing God, and they want God, and they want this amazing relationship with him. But that person is bringing you down. That person is keeping you away from him. That person is stopping you from getting everything that God has for you, including the right person. You know, so I've been seeing this a lot this week. Just in last week with prophetic consultations, it's just so many women who are just stuck with these relationships. And it's like, sometimes it's not about just leaving, because sometimes the man may be for you. But if you know this relationship is not bringing you closer to God, then, you know, you just have to be able to say, Lord, I want you more than anything. And that was for me. Like, even for me, I had to say, I want the Lord more than anything. I want what you have for me. Like, I want to be healed. I want to be whole. I don't want to be broken down. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to, you know that I'm supposed to leave a relationship, and then the enemy is like trapping my mind on, and then I'm all confused. Like, I don't want that. All I wanted was him. I said, Lord, I am going to grow with you. And he did it quickly with me. Like, it was just about me and him. It was that season of isolation. It was him developing me so that I could finish strong and get myself where he needed me to be. And that's something that definitely delays people. I've seen it a lot in the last 2 weeks. It's been really common these last 2 weeks. It's time to finish strong and we move into a new year. Exactly. A new year is coming. It's about finishing strong. It's about wrapping things up. It's about new beginnings. You know, we do this Daniel fast, and the last fast that we had, it was about new beginnings. And he told me to do 80 people, 8 new beginnings, like all of it wrapped around 8. And so, you know, all of that is big and key right now. I'm getting a lot of, look at God. I am so proud of what God is doing in your life. Thank you, Regina. Yeah, I still get shocked sometimes. Like, it still blows my mind. Like, most people are like, oh, why do you do this and this? I'm like, most of my days, I don't even know what is going to happen. Like, I'm still confused and shocked. Not confused, but it still blows my mind. I'm ready for God to begin a new thing in my life starting right now. And that's the thing. Like, we have to be ready. We have to say and decree and declare that we're ready for it. We're ready for what he's about to do in our life. And really just like, right now I see like a roller coaster. Like, if you guys see me look over here, it's roller coaster. Like, I see people getting on a roller coaster. Like, you're on a roller coaster. You don't know what to expect. You're scared, but you still get like, when you get on a roller coaster, you don't know what to expect. You don't know how it's going to feel, but you still get on and you still ride the roller coaster. Like, that is what it's like when you have like this whole adventure or relationship with God. It's like getting on the Raging Bull or some kind of roller coaster. You have no idea what's about to happen. You have no idea what you're about to feel. But at the end of the day, you get off and you're excited. You're pumped up. You're like amped up. You're on fire. Like, that's what it's like. And he just showed me that, like a roller coaster. You get on, you hold on tight, and you just go along for the ride. Like, that's how I see it. And that's what it's been for me. It's really been a roller coaster. It's been a journey. You know, you guys know I talk about Journey to the Kingdom, but it's been a journey, and it has helped me and so many other people. Thank you. I'm excited for what God is doing in your life. No, Kendra, I'm excited for you. You know, we have been working together for some time, so I know he has a lot in store for you. And all of the girls who did the last Daniel fast, like, I see you guys, like, reading your Bibles and your posts, and you guys are on fire. It's like, I said in the last Daniel fast that it was like me as, like, a match, and, like, all the women he just used me as, like, a match to light every single person on fire. So every single person that's on fire, it's exciting to see. So I'm excited. And release, you're really touching me. Oh, Regina, look, I never know. I told you guys, I don't even know what I was about to say. I had some things written down, but it was really him just telling me, like, hop on and just speak. So I don't even know what I said. That's a mouthful. Yeah, Marita, I don't even know which part. Definitely for me. Oh, he just told me relationship. You talking about relationship, Marita? And Bree. I must have been talking about relationship part. Yes, teach. Now the relationship part. Not the relationship part, but I definitely need to just let him in more and trust him, pray and fast more. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's trust. It's saying, Lord, I trust you. You know, we need to be able to say, Lord, I trust you, no matter what happens. Like, some people want to know the details. Like, it's like you buy a new book, and the book, you have to read the book in order to know what's happening. But people just want to skip and know the end without going through and reading the entire book. Like, you have to live it out. You have to walk it out. You won't know the end until you start. Like, and he will put spins and turns, and everything starts as a seed, and it just grows, and it just changes, and it's an adventure. It's a journey. And so I want more women to just really be okay with letting go, and just know that if he's calling you to do something, he's not going to have you do something that will turn out wrong. I think the biggest thing is some people don't trust what they feel and what they hear and that kind of thing. But when it comes to him, he's going to make us better. He's going to make it greater. He's going to give us more. It's not going to be anything negative. Like, everything that I have given up, he has given me more. You know, I gave up when I was buying my house, I gave up where I was living. Like, a lot of stuff that I had to give up, he gave me back more. Like, a lot of what he does is like, and I mention this a lot, it's like that little picture with the little teddy bear, but then he has the big one behind his back. We just have to trust him enough to let go of that little thing to get that big thing that he has for us, to get that whatever it is that he wants to get to us. If we're broken, we have to allow Jesus to come in and heal us, make us whole. Like, but that's a release. That's letting go. That's going and going into the pain, like inner healing and deliverance. You have to go into it. You have to go back. You have to come face to face with it in order to move forward, and not just run from your past and stuff it down. Like, all of that is part of the journey. So, you know, Michelle, if that's how you're feeling, letting him in more, crying out more. I have my 5-step guide to building a relationship with God. It's free. I'm working on a workbook right now, so it's going to be like what I'm putting out today. And so, like, today, the thing that I finished working on, check it out, because I worked on it all 50 million hours, you guys. But that's what I'm working on now. I just did, like, a workbook for the 10-day Daniel fast. It includes, so if you haven't been able to, like, I know some people tell me I prefer to work by myself versus being in a group. I'm more private. So if you're someone like that, where it's like you haven't been able to get into the Daniel fast, or you like to work by yourself, like independent, this gives you everything that you need. It gives you the food list. It gives you scripture on healing, on renewing your mind, on, you know, what you're expecting God to see in a 10-day fast. It also gives you like a meal, like a daily meal log. It gives you, what else is in there? A lot of information that you need. Oh, like you can write it out. It has journal prompts. A lot of great info that you can use to do a 10-day Daniel fast if you want to do it on your own. I'm not sure if I'm doing a 10-day Daniel fast in January. I feel like he's just going to have me fast 10 days. So I may do another one with a group of women in January if anyone's interested. But I need to pray into it a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting shifted in January. So we will see. But if not, if you do want to fast going into the new year, that workbook has everything that you need to fast and to have a successful fast and really have that encounter with him, because that's the key. Really knowing the framework when it comes to fasting, not just fasting and praying and saying, oh, I'm going to fast and pray. But really being intentional when you fast and pray and saying, Lord, today is about restoring. I need you to restore the relationships in my life. Today is about reflecting. I want to reflect on the past when you called me. Like, that's what's included in the workbook. It's $37. Again, I wanted to do different levels. It's the workbook is $37, then an online course that I have is a little bit higher. But I wanted to make something for everyone. If you are wanting to go there and invest in yourself, $37. So again, I worked on it freaking all day. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out, because it's been an all-day project and it gave us this prophetic word, so I'm not going to complain too much. But no problem, Joyce. Oh yeah, Regina, Sunday school. But you know what I learned in Sunday school does not compare to what I know now, because Sunday school was more about reading the Bible and memorizing it. But what I do now, I live the Bible. So it's like religion versus relationship, and that's what I teach when I teach women about building a relationship with God. When I'm doing one-on-one consultations, it's really shifting your mind from when it's like religious. I go to church, I tick the box, I memorize scripture, but really living it and having a close and intimate relationship with Him. And that's been the key for like that shift and that transformation in my life and a lot of the women that I worked with. It's been a lot. I've worked with a lot of women, and every single woman, when we encounter, like when the Lord comes in and we really go there, it's that shift of going from religion to a relationship with Him. So it's definitely a bit different now, no matter what. I love it. I trust you to order my steps. So just allowing Him to come in, like we said, it's really about finishing strong. And I gave you guys this example. And I always say my prophetic words, He usually will put me through it first. Like my prophetic words are typically, for the most, like sometimes He'll give me a vision and I'll see it. But I would say about 75% of my prophetic words is something that He's putting me through and telling me to come back and really give an example of what happened to me to other people. So just know, if I'm giving a prophetic word on it, most of the time I lived it already. And so He's using me as the example to help other people. Got to be intentional. I'm going to purchase. Yeah, check it out. And Regina, if you want like that, when we talk about the relationship with God, that one takes me a little bit longer. It'll be $37 as well. But I have like my one pager that I use for building a relationship with God. But this workbook, or even maybe an ebook, I'm still working on a few things for that one. But that one is going to go more in detail of, this is what you do when you pray. This is how to have your prayers answered. This is how to worship. Here's my worship playlist. Like a lot of women have, I have my lifers who have done every single challenge. I know Alyssa has been with me since the beginning. Kanisha and Gabby and Maribel. There's a lot of ladies who have been with me since I first started. They've done challenges with me. They've done the fast with me. And they are really like taking off, writing books, walking in their purpose, starting businesses. Like they have been with me since day one, and to see them grow has just been amazing. Like I know a couple of them are on here now, but they have used the framework for building your relationship with God that the Lord has given me. And they are like visions are popping, going into spiritual gifts. They've used that framework that the Lord has given me, and they've also used the framework for this Daniel fast that He's given me. I know Alyssa's on. She's done both. And she has grown, and she is just, I can't wait to read her book. So, a lot of ladies have been there from the beginning, like since day one, just in my very first challenge. And if you guys, they're like upper like leaders within themselves. They help, like they're doing a lot of great things now. So yeah, I am going to get that workbook done this week, because next week I may not be able to talk after I go and do this whole dental thing. So I'm trying to do a lot of stuff this week. So yeah, I'm going to post that one, because that one is going to be life-changing. Like that is what transformed my life. What I'm putting in that workbook is literally the framework of prioritizing God, worshiping Him, praying, reading the Bibles, remaining consistent. It's my 5-step guide to building your relationship and transforming your life. That wasn't also an online course, but if you don't want to invest in an online course, you could do the 30-second workbook. I'm super excited about that one too. Now that I have this one finished, I feel like I can do 1 million of them now, because I didn't want to do it, but because I did it, I know I can do it now. So true. Got to have a relationship. Yep. Definitely a key. Roche. Okay. As you heard, Roche, it's been a very busy day today of me trying to get this done. I'll probably check them in a bit. I need to eat. I ate one time today, because I've been working on this all day, because I just felt that sense of urgency of the Lord telling me to finish strong. And I'm proud of myself. I'm excited. I hope that this helps so many women. For my YouTube, when I upload this on YouTube, I'll put it in the description if you guys want to check it out. Can't wait to purchase. Yeah, and see, there's Alyssa. So yeah, Alyssa has been with me since the beginning. And it's just been amazing to see her just really going through it and in her walk and everything. So I'm excited for Alyssa because she's a day one lifer too. I've been trying. I moved back in with my mom. I've always felt alone and not loved. So I look for love in all the wrong places. So I'm working on my relationship with God. Oh, you moved, Marita? So see, that's just like with me. Like, that's my story. It's like, it was like if my heart craved other people because I wanted that love. Like, I didn't experience or feel that love. So I would always stay in a relationship to experience that love. So that's big. If you move back with your mom, I don't know if you were living with your boyfriend. I know I saw that strong. So, oh yeah, I remember now. There was a house and there was a thick cord or thick tie. I remember now, Marita. And Jesus was wanting to come in and cut it. Yeah, I don't really remember a lot of my visions. So that thick cord with whoever you were with, it was thick. And I think you mentioned to me before that you had been with them for a really long time or something. I don't know why I remember you so well. That's a good thing. So yeah, I look for love in all the wrong places. So I'm working on to build my relationship with God. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know I sent it over to you, but I think that, I know last time you did it, but I think that's the biggest thing. If you moved out and you're already working on that, like, that soul tie was what was keeping you back. I remember how thick it was. And Jesus came in and like yanked it or something in the vision that I saw. So, you know, that's huge. So it's really about staying focused on him. It's really about, you know, removing the distractions, getting rid of the things that will take you back to where you were, getting rid of the distractions and staying focused on him and staying focused on where you want to be. And I talk about tunnel vision. You have to have tunnel vision. When you want to transform your life and really change, you have to say, this is more important than anything. Like, this is what I need in my life. Sometimes we think we start, but then we stop. We say, okay, we want this, but then are you really prepared and ready for it? Like, you have to be ready for whatever comes your way. Like, but just know that there's more on the other side. Like, you may feel like you're letting go and leaving everything, but if you think and do a pro and con list, is it really for you? Like, when you left that relationship, was it a benefit? Did it help you or did it hurt you more? You know, we have to think of it that way. Sometimes we just think about our feelings and how we feel, but if we really think about it, did that help us more than it hurt us, or did it hurt us more than it helped us? You know, so sometimes something to think about. Thanks, love. So blessed the Lord connected us. Such a wonderful blessing. So excited for all the what's about to transpire. Exactly. Like, in our story, we wouldn't have never met unless we did the She Roars group. I met so many women in that group. So I'm excited. And I like, even Joyce is from the group as well. So I'm excited for 2021. Focus. Yeah. And that's key. I have that word on my bathroom mirror, is focus. You know, when I talk about tunnel vision, it's guarding your ear gates and your eye gates, because some people are going to come in and they're going to tell you, you're going overboard. Why are you doing this? You don't have to do all that. Oh, you can still do what you used to do. Blah, 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 blah. Like, all of that will be in your ear when you are really trying to go and have that relationship with the Lord. But that's focus. That's key. That gets you to that next level. And that's where you won't have like the delay. Like that example that I just gave you guys. I sat in it. I didn't ask for help. I stayed stuck where I was. I was just going through the motions, going back and forth, getting mad, getting angry, upset that I'm still stuck here, until I made a choice. And my choice is, I'm going to call and ask God for help. And he came through. So if we don't remember anything from this prophetic word, it's really about calling out, crying out to him, calling out to him. You know, for me, when I first started my relationship with God, it was a cry out. It was a, Lord, I have done everything myself. I can't do it. Just like today. Lord, I've done everything myself. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of doing this. I need your help. I cry out all the time. Lord, I don't know what to do. And he comes through and he helps me. So just remember that part. Add me to your prayers. My thyroid antibodies are 40 times higher than normal. Please pray that my body heals. I see a new doctor on Monday. Sounds good, Misty. And like I said, today, I meant to put us together today, but because he told me to do this, it's been busy. But I'm going to connect us. And when we are in that Daniel fast group, the ladies will tell you, like, I know Sharon has been in here. Alyssa has been in the group. Kendra, everyone on here has seen what happens when we come together in that Daniel fast. And Misty, I know you're in the next one. But it's surreal. It's just the Lord comes in and like, I'll get on and I'm like, did you just say this? And he'll just kind of take over me to get exactly what that person needs in that moment. So I'm excited for you. I know you've been dealing with a lot. So it's just been a little busy of me getting things together just because I'm getting a lot done before next week. But I think it's going to be really good for you. I know you've been dealing with a lot. I know there's a lot going on. But I know the Lord is about to come through and help you out. So not me, but him. I know he's about to help you. I remember a while ago, God gave me a vision of me in a tunnel and immediately thought of tunnel vision. So this was kind of confirmation for me about it. Yeah, and I know for you, Roche, I hope I'm saying it right. I mean, you are further along in your journey. Like, I mean, I remember when, I can't remember everything, but I remember when you messaged me a while ago and I'm like, she's not new. She's been in her walk. I feel like for you, it may just be, I see a door, like, but it's closed. I don't know if there's something you're supposed to do, something that you haven't done. Like there's a door, but you're looking under the door. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that. But there's a door there. It's closed. But instead of like opening the door, you're like looking under the door. I don't know what that means, but I mean, you may know. He's saying stand up and open the door. And stop looking under the door or around the door. He's saying stand up and open it. Whatever that door is for you. So yeah, if you felt that way for tunnel vision, yeah, now I'm trying to go back and see. Yeah, it's like a crack underneath the door. But you keep peeking under it. Unless you're worried and you're scared to do something that he's telling you to do. And you're peeking under the door instead of walking in the door. That could be it. He's saying walk through the door. Open the door and walk through it. And stop peeking under it and around it. So yeah, I hope that helped, Roche. I know you messaged me a while ago. It's been some time since you messaged me. So I know that you are further along. And you may be in a place where he's asking you to do things. And, create things or start something. Because I don't think that you are new. I don't feel like you're new in your walk or in your journey. It's been more than 6 months for you for sure. So I hope that helped. So yeah, I just want to hop on. So just make sure if you guys have questions about Daniel fast, if you haven't been able to do it, you want to do it in the new year, just check it out. For my YouTube people, it will be in the description. And I hope that this has helped because again, I feel like I can breathe. And usually when I need to release a word, it's like a pent up, like I feel like I'm full and I know I need to release it. So now I feel free, like it's loose. So I know that I did what I was supposed to do. But just know, learn from my ways. Don't get stuck in it. Don't sit there trying to do it by yourself. Don't do it because you think that it looks good. Don't stay with that person because you think that they look good. I'm going to go back to relationships because he's clearly saying that and I see it all week. Just because they look good to you doesn't mean that they are good for you. I feel that is for someone. So yeah, yes I did. Thank you. He's been telling me to write and maybe do music, but I'm not sure where to even start. And that door, I'm going to pray on that because I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, if you feel like he's telling you to do music and to write, instead of you just sitting down and writing, you're just trying to figure it out. You're trying to investigate. Like from what I hear, from what you just said, instead of you sitting down and doing it, like today, I knew he told me to do it, but I had to just sit down. I sat down and I said, okay, Lord, you want me to do this? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do it. I know I've been avoiding this. I know that I've never written an ebook or a workbook before. And because I didn't, thank you, Holy Spirit. I didn't know because I've never written an ebook. I've never written a workbook. I've never gone through that entire process of writing it out, typing it, putting the links, putting it on a site, having people purchase it, receiving the emails when they purchase. I've never done it. So I avoided it because I had never did it before and it was foreign and it was new. I could build a website in a second. I can do codes. I can do all of that. But that's something I never did and I avoided it. And I feel like for you, you know what to do, but you don't know the outcome. And so you may be avoiding writing music. You may be avoiding what you know he's telling you to do. But he's saying that the door will open once you walk through it. You may think that you don't know what's to come. You may think that your music will not be successful or you won't have whatever you're expecting out of it. But he's saying that once you sit down and you write it and you do it or whatever it is, then that door will open up to where he's trying to take you. So yeah, that's what I get from that. And that was an example of me where it's like I avoided it because it was foreign and it was new and I didn't know if I could do it. But quite honestly, as soon as I sat down, it just started to flow. I don't think that I'm a creative when it comes to creating things like that, like Canva and all of that. I'm not the best at that, but I'm telling you, like when I created this, I was like, this doesn't even look like I did it. Like it wasn't me. Like if you guys click that link, like you'll see that I don't even know how I did that. But that's how it'll be for you, Roche, where you start doing it and it's just like, it just flows. And yes, I've been walking with God for 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Roche. Like, I feel like for you, if it's been 5 years, you've been avoiding it for some time. He may be wanting to take you somewhere. He may have been wanting you to get you where you need to be, but there's that door that's keeping you behind it and you won't move into that door. You keep looking around it, but he needs you to walk into it so that he can take you where he needs you to be or where you should be. Because yeah, if you've been walking with him for 5 years, you should be, at this point, it should be moving. You should be in it right now. So, I think that's what it is for you. It's really about walking into it, walking into what he's calling you to do. I believe you should see, because when his Holy Spirit leads is always successful. See, like, visually see where you're going, or like in the spirit. I always get confused. But no problem, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon was in the Daniel fast, and I know for Sharon it was a shift. It was the Lord like having me address things with her where it's just like, what about this? And she's like, oh yeah, it's real in your face. So if you are in the Daniel fast with us, just know it's not me. It is the Lord pressing on those points that you need to address, and Sharon will tell you. But at the end of the day, it's opening up things that you do need to go and take to him in prayer while fasting so that he can, break it off of you. So I hope that this has helped. I feel good. I feel like I am. Oh, look at Sharon, spot on. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that first fast was something. And I know people were probably like, as soon as I came in talking, but Sharon wanted to get her popcorn, putting popcorn photos up when I had to go and do stuff with people. But it was so good. I'm so excited. And I'm glad that he has given me this framework to help people. I feel like he's allowing me to bring in like 90 people, but I still need to pray about that. But if I am allowed to bring in 10 more people, I am going to just go off of our list and see. Thank you so much. That's helped so much. I'm glad, Roche. I know. I can see it. It's like you just have to walk into it. You have to walk into it. That's it. Like, stop looking around. Stop doing like I did where I'm avoiding it because I'm nervous and scared about not being great at it. Like, that's one thing. I'm good at a lot of things, but if I'm not good at it, I procrastinate a lot because it's like, what if I'm not good at it when I do it? But if I'm good at it, I succeed. And I feel like that's for you, Roche. It's like, you may think that you are not that great at it, but it's not going to be you doing it. When I come on video, it's not me. I'm not the best speaker, but it's not me. He's going to come in and help you like he helped me create that today. And I feel that strongly for you. It's about you just letting go and allowing him to come in and do it, and just partnering with him. Partner with him, Roche. That's key for you. Yes, it helped. No problem. No problem. 2 more people for what I missed it. Oh, for the Daniel fast. I need to keep praying about it. That's another reason why I haven't done it, is because I'm like praying into it. I feel like he's telling me to do not like 90 people, but I don't know. I'm just trying to be obedient. So I should know by tonight, because I'm about to go pray now, because yeah. But I'm excited. I hope that this has helped. I am going to probably post the link again on my page tomorrow if you guys want to check it out. And I'll post the workbook because I think that is, I know that workbook, once I sit my butt down and do it, I am going to like be able to help so many people like who don't want to just work one-on-one, but just want the information and the framework and the knowledge. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get that done too. Yeah, praise God. I want to do it. Oh, okay, Diana. I'll let you know. I'm going to pray right now and see what the Lord tells me. Hey, Janetta. How's it going? All right, so I'm going to hop off when I upload this to my YouTube, and I'll keep you guys updated on the fast, on the workbook. I'm excited. I'm so excited about that workbook. I need to do it. I probably will stay up again. I haven't slept in a couple days, but I'll probably stay up again and just knock it out now that I have conquered that. And I feel that is some conquer it. That's for someone. Conquer it so that you can move on to the next thing. I conquered my fear of not knowing how to do it. And so now I can create, I can move, I can do it because I conquered that. So whoever that is for, Roche, if it's for you, conquer it. Take hold of it and conquer it. Don't procrastinate anymore. Don't keep sitting in it. Don't allow the enemy to come in. Like the enemy didn't, I have so many setbacks with this. He wanted to stop me so much. He wanted me to give up, knowing we know how beneficial fasting and praying is. And he wanted me to stop because he knew how many people would be like healed and helped and just be, who would benefit from it. So conquer, that's the word for today. It's just to conquer. I am so happy God directed me here this evening. No problem, Gina. Yeah, just stay tuned. I post every day, like little things that the Lord tells me. We have a Facebook group. I'll come back and just put it here because I don't have it on me. But we have like a women's Facebook group where in the new year, I'm going to start doing every other week, Women's Wednesday, where I'm just going to go live and answer questions about your walk and journey, like my ministry that I have is Journey to the Kingdom. But the Lord told me to do every other week in the group, Women's Wednesday, where we just come, we chat, it's a community. So a lot is in store for Journey to the Kingdom. Just know there's a lot that I've been working on, but he has been giving me wisdom and guidance on next steps. And again, if you guys scroll through my page, if you want to do the vision board party with us, just go there and register on vision and where God is taking you. So a lot of great things are happening. It's a little bit all over the place, but I'm excited for us as women right now, because I know he wants to do great things through us. God directed me here. Just woke up. I got catch. Yep, just watch it back, Janetta. Please pray for me and my family for a safe trip from St. Croix to Atlanta. Will do, Asia. I haven't seen your name before. Let's connect. Thank you. I love it. That's me. Amen. Thanks. Great. All right, ladies. I'm going to go pray, get some more clarity on these questions that I have. And I will talk to you guys probably next week in the next prophetic word. All right, later.